I've just found a composition that I like, which is just looking up the river. There's a little grass banking in the foreground with a few stones and just the water flowing through. Some nice white clouds in a blue sky. The settings on this shot, I'm at f8 and we're at 1/400th of a second. I will just see how this one comes out. Just remember, it's not what other people think when you're out there taking photographs. You're doing this for yourself. And as long as you're out in the countryside enjoying it and getting some decent images that you're happy with, that's all that matters. I found a composition that I like here, and I've just put the polarizer on just to saturate the colours a little bit more, bring out the blue in the sky, take some of the glare off the water. Just a little tip, remember you will lose about 2 stops of light when you use a polarising filter. So we're now at f8 at 1/50th of a second on the 16 to 35mm lens, and this is the first image with the new Be-Free Traveller tripod. I'm going to take the same image, but I'm going to use the 10 stop filter and see how that looks. If I don't get enough movement in the clouds, I'll try the 15 stop filter. The image with the 15 stop filter is a 4.5 minute exposure, which also helps because there are people that walk through the shot, so using a long exposure on this image, the people that are walking about in the country park won't be visible. So that's also another reason why I try and use, you know, the big stopper when there's lots of people about, so they just become invisible within the image. On all my shoots, something always seems to go wrong. This time I've come out without the cover for the eyepiece to keep the light out the back of the camera. So what I've done, I've just improvised and covering up the back of the camera with my cap. So I've still got the same composition, but what I'm trying now is something totally different from anything I've ever done in the past. I've got a Hoya R77 infrared filter on. It's a nice sunshiny day, so I'm going to have a go now at an infrared image. Something I've never done in over 40 years of photography, never had a go at it, I've no idea how to process it. If it turns out, guys, you'll see it now. And if not, you won't get to see it, but we'll keep at it until we get it right. In this country park, there's all sorts of things going on. There's a climbing wall and all that sort of thing, so it does get very busy with people. There's even a caravan club camping site. So sometimes it can be hard to get shots without people being in the shot. So we're going to have a walk up now, and there's some old buildings and a large factory chimney. So we'll go and find if we can make an image out of the old industrial part of the country park. I found a little composition now going across this bridge, just showing like the leading lines into the frame. As soon as I get a moment where there's not people on the bridge or wanting to cross the bridge, then I'm going to take the picture, have a look how this comes out. I might even convert this to black and white. I've now come over to what used to be an old industrial site here. I think it was an old cotton mill, and they used part of the cotton mill to keep Italian prisoners of war here. So it's quite an historical place. I'm going to try and get an image of the chimney behind me. I'm sure there's an image to be made of that. I've got the 15 stop filter on with an exposure time of 4 minutes, and there's people walking through the shot, but I'm hoping they'll disappear. If that doesn't look good enough, I'm going to put the 15 stop and the 6 stop on together. I think we're going to call that a day now because I'm short on time due to work commitments. So if you've enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe. If you subscribe, you won't miss the videos that I've got coming up from China, the USA, the Caribbean and Singapore, all within the next couple of months. And I'll see you next time, guys.